and there's a good chance it's within your reach right now. We know that technology has the ability to design, redesign, construct, advance, engineer, and even revolutionize. But it also has the ability to destruct the one crucial characteristic of humanity, our ability and desire to communicate and connect as real people. In today's world, the amount of time people spend on their smartphones is skyrocketing. As the addiction to technology increases, a person's interpersonal skills deteriorate, morality dwindles, and dependence on technology intensifies.
Technology's always in my way.
Now, according to a new survey released by AT&T and the Center for Internet and Technology Addiction, 61% of Americans sleep with their phones, and 53% get upset when they aren't with them.
Be on your phones.
People are ridiculously attached to technology. You know, they don't have the capacity to put down their phones. We don't know how to communicate. We don't want to communicate.
I'm having an epiphany. Can we start now?
And in Jennifer LeClaire's article, she discusses how it's like a psychological issue now.
So how do you feel about technology? Do you think it negatively impacts you? Hello?
Sorry, I was sending a snap to my BFF. She just sent me one cute heart-faced, you know.
Oh.
So what was the question? I'm sorry.
Great. Well, you know, do you think you and your BFF have a real relationship?
Oh yeah, definitely. We talk to each other every night. I've only seen her face about like 3 times, and it's been great. You know, we've been talking to each other, and I really got to know her. She has like 3 dogs. I have 3 dogs. That's how we relate. You know. Oh wait, I just got a text from her. Excuse me.
Okay.
Why does this matter? It matters to me because I think we're setting ourselves up for trouble. Trouble certainly in how we relate to each other, but also trouble in how we relate to ourselves, in our capacity for self-reflection. We're getting used to a new way of being alone together. People want to be with each other, but also elsewhere, connected to all the different places they want to be. People want to customize their lives. They want to go in and out of all the places they are, because the thing that matters most to them is control over where they put their attention.
Do you think that you're addicted to your phone?
Yes.
Are you willing to change that?
How about you? No.
So obviously you don't think of this as a serious issue.
Are you in denial? No. No, I know I use my phone all the time. Do you use it in class? Yes. About the majority of the class you use it?
Do you think you understand the lesson when you're on your phone?
Sometimes.
Ask people, what's wrong with having a conversation? And you can't control what you're going to say.
It's ridiculously easy. Now that this is becoming the main, means of communication, we don't need to communicate face-to-face anymore. So that face-to-face interaction, it's killing it. It's killing it. We don't know how to do that anymore.
So over the years, have you seen a change in your classroom because of social media?
Yes, and it's not for the better. I would just say that a lot of the students are more distracted and less focused on what's going on in the classroom as opposed to what's going on in their hands or in their laps. They want to text, they want to check their email, they want to, well, really not even email, but yeah, she said Snapchat. It's all about the phones, and it's definitely a detriment because they're less engaged in what's actually happening around them and more about talking to someone else that they're not involved in at all.
Psychologists have officially classified technology addiction as an impulse disorder that can be as socially devastating as alcoholism.
With social media sites being used by 1/3 of the entire world, they've clearly had a major influence on society. But what about our bodies? Here are 5 crazy ways that social media and the internet are affecting your brain right now. Can't log off? Surprisingly, 5 to 10% of internet users are actually unable to control how much time they spend online. Though it's a psychological addiction as opposed to a substance addiction, brain scans of these people actually show a similar impairment of regions that those with drug dependence have. Specifically, there's a clear degradation of white matter in the regions that control emotional processing, attention, and decision making. Because social media provides immediate rewards with very little effort required, your brain begins to rewire itself, making you desire these stimulations, and you begin to crave more of this neurological excitement after each interaction. Sounds a little like a drug, right?
Okay, so why does it matter, right? Well, you know, people, they're crossing the street, they're not looking up, they're texting and driving, you know, people are getting injured. You could die from this. It's serious. This addiction is getting ridiculously dangerous.
I think that there are positives and negatives. I think there's benefits in the sense that it helps to connect people in a more instantaneous way, like Remind 101, the way that, you know, people can get in contact with their teacher or vice versa quickly. But on the other side, that there are these distractions or temptations away from, you know, the present moment of the learning in class. And I think that's not just for students, but it's also for teachers and for anybody involved in, you know, you get sucked into the smartphone very quickly. I think it's something that has to be used cautiously.
2013 from Ohio State University found that the number of people injured while walking and using smartphones more than doubled from 2005 to 2010.
Be on your phones.
Technology is just cultivating laziness. Okay, so now we know it's an issue, but what do we do about it? How do we fix this? Can we fix it? For all we know, it's only going to get worse.